more judges. Athletes, a question got raised now. If you can start on the handstand walk and then continue on bear crawls, yes you may after you've completed 10 meters, as long as you're starting where you finished. So you can handstand walk this side and then do bear crawls for completion. Alright athletes, and also just a reminder that your synchronization is on the floor. All 4 feet need to be on the floor. The synchronization is not at the top of your step-up pull-ups. Athletes, this is just a test. Please do not jolt. This is just a test. No. Alright. Athletes on standby. Judges stand by. Raise your boards, please. Judges, raise boards. Okay.
Alright, judges stand by. Athletes stand by in 5, 4. And off we go. Beginner heats number 1. Ramp it up. DJ, we can put up some music here. Let's give these guys some kiss. Alright, remember, these athletes will have 3 minutes. To do bear crawls or handstand walks, as many reps as they can. Minute 30 down, 1 minute 30 left. Beginner heats number 2, you guys can start making your way over to the start sheet. Beginner heats number 2, make your way to the start sheet. Alright,
spectators, this is hugely impressive by the beginners. Only one team has been doing bear crawls, everybody else attempting handstands. Great to raise the standard. 1 minute.
Just can't explain to you, I don't know what to say. No, not another word to say.
Seconds, athletes, 30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Transition over, athletes, let's speed it up.
Our beginners, heat number 2, please make your way to the start chute. Beginner heat number 3, make your way to the warm-up area. Beginner heat number 3 to the warm-up area. And then beginner heat number 2, you should all be at the start chute.
A reminder to the athletes, both hands and feet need to cross that line. Both hands and feet need to cross that line.
And we're back here with our beginners. They got 4 minutes 30 seconds left, and if you just tuned in, they had to do 3 minutes where they get max reps on their handstand walks. We only had one team doing bear crawls, which is amazing to see that the skill is really starting to improve here in the beginner division, as all the athletes are trying those handstand walks. No better way to learn than on that competition floor. So brilliant to see here at Squad Games.
Very impressive from the beginner division, attempting those handstand walks. Reminder athletes, both hands and feet need to cross that line.
Thirty seconds.
To the athletes, your next transition starts behind the white line. From the rig, you run to the Bison start mat and you start behind the white line.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Athletes behind the white line, when you start your next movement, behind the white line.
Right, so just a reminder, 3 minutes per athlete on those handstand walks or bear crawls. They will have handstand walks, and then they will have step-up pull-ups and 1.5 rope climb.
Higher on the radar than what they have to do bear crawls. Attempting active handstand walk will accumulate a lot more points for them.
Beginner heat number 2, you should all be at the start shoot. This is your final call. Beginner heat number 2, all at the start shoot. And then beginner heat number 3, you guys must wrap up your warm-ups. Beginner heat number 3, wrap up those warm-ups.
And you can see on your screens there a couple of athletes going unbroken there with those handstand walks. It's really impressive. Oh, as I said that he actually broke up there, but still very good effort for beginner division. On your screen, of course, we've got Roz, Jacaranda FM DJ. And they're busy with that half rope climb. Struggling there.
Handstand walks being the most underrated movement.
One a minute, athletes, 1 a minute.
Once again, absolutely phenomenal having all that in the technique handstand walks.
Seconds.
These athletes about to wrap it up here. Remember, each athlete gets 3 minutes to try and get as far as they can with those handstand walks.
Right, athletes, let's dig deep here. Spectators start cheering them on as we hit the final 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that is time.
And that is a wrap here for beginner heats number 1.
Very well done, athletes. Make sure you sign your score sheets with the judges. Judges, head over to hand your score sheets to Eloise. Judges, score sheets to Eloise. Make sure they are back to back. Alright, heats, you can come through into the floor. Next heat. Next heat, make your way onto the floor, get over to your margin start mat.
Beginner heat number 3, wrap up the warm-ups, make your way over to the start sheet. Beginner heat number 3, make your way to the start sheet, please. And then beginner heat number 4. You guys can make your way to the warm-up area. Beginner heat number 4, make your way to the warm-up area.
Alright, that leads to your start mats. That leads to your start mats. Judges, stand by.
Alright, athletes to your mats, please. Judges, stand by. Show me those boards. Boards up to the sky. Come on, athletes onto the mats, please. Let's go.
Judges, stand by. Raise your boards.
Athletes, stand by. Judges, athletes in 5, 4.
Sometimes the bomb might explode without any warning.
it'd be great to see the next week also attempting all their handstand walks. All about a point accumulation.
And back here with our beginner heats as we have a look here. And a lot of these athletes, again, choosing to go with those handstand walks. Love to see it here in this beginner division. We're so used to setting a standard that's a little bit too low, in my opinion, when it comes to CrossFit. And now these beginner athletes, even you don't have to do it unbroken, but just attempt that handstand walk. And the best way to improve, the best way to learn is actually on the competition floor. It gives you that experience and teaches you to deal with that pressure of having to complete a movement. So huge kudos to all these athletes on the floor attempting these handstand walks.
Sometimes the palm might explode without any warning.
"90 seconds, athletes, 90 seconds. Remember, all these athletes have 3 minutes. 3 minutes to get as far as they can with those handstand walks or bear crawls. So kudos to all these guys on the floor right now attempting these handstand walks.
Beautifully executed. Well done, Nathan. Teammate Dave jumping onto that rope.
1 minute, athletes, 1 minute.
A reminder, athletes, on your step up pull up, the synchronization is at the bottom.
These athletes on the floor have 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds remaining. Remember, each athlete will get 3 minutes to do their work on those handstands. A little bit of a suntan lotion there for one of our judges. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And next athlete. And our next athletes here will attempt their 3 minutes on those handstand walks.
Lane 7, beautifully handstanding. Beautiful work, lane 2 as you attempted. A workout like this really gets to expose those gymnastic elements that they're not able to do.
These athletes now fast approaching 90 seconds left. 90 seconds, athletes. So these athletes with 90 seconds left, they're going to try and get as far as they can on these handstand walks. One minute left, athletes, 1 minute. These athletes will have 1 minute left to try and complete their bear crawls or their handstand walks, as many rounds as they can, while the other athletes are doing that step up, sink at the bottom, and then of course that half rope climb. Lots and lots of work to be done in these 9 minutes. Remember, this is the beginner division, so they only have to do those step-up pull-ups. 25 seconds, athletes. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And these athletes will now change over to their next athletes to try their bear crawls or handstand walks, while the remaining 2 other athletes will carry on onto those step-up pull-ups as well as those half rope climbs. Lots of these athletes taking their time getting started. That lactic acid kicking in a little bit. They're feeling tired right now. Don't be fooled. That step-up pull-up is going to hurt. Remember that one leg is continuously working, and then you still got to work the lats and biceps. Beginner heat 3, you guys should be there at the start shoot. Beginner heat 4, you guys should be wrapping up those warm-ups. That's beginner heat 4. Beginner heat number 4, start wrapping up those warm-ups and you guys can make your way over to the start shoot. Beginner heat number 4. Beginner heat number 3, you guys should already be there.
Great work from 30-1. Bianca getting that rope climb.
90 seconds. Athletes here, some of them choosing those bear crawls. Nothing wrong with that. Still a tough movement. Those quads are going to burn. Those shoulders are going to burn. Arms are going to burn. 1 minute left. 1 minute.
Absolutely impressive from the beginner division. Attempting their rope climbs and handstand walks. Well done.
Thirty seconds left. See some of these athletes slowing down. The heat starting to kick in here a little bit as well on the floor with 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's a wrap here for beginner heat number 2.
Well done, all athletes, well done. Let's sign off those score sheets. Absolutely great performance. Next heat. Welcome the next heat time. Let's get on to the floor. Judges, score sheets. Make sure they are back to back and given to Eloise and Haley.
Alright, let's get all the athletes to the mats, please. All the athletes to the mats. All questions should have been answered already. You should know what's going on.
Athletes to your start shoots. Athletes to your start shoots. Judges stand by.
Right, athletes, please, to your mats. Let's go. Lane 9. Lane 9, let's go. Lane 10.
Athletes on your start mats. Athletes on your start mats. Judges, raise the board. Stand by.
Lane 10, let's go. Let's go, lane 10.
Lane 10, please.
Judges, stand by.
Judges, raise your boards. Judges, raise your boards.
Athletes, stand by. In 5, 4.
Eastside coming west side for a good time. Welcome to the after party. No sleep when I got grippy drinks on. Let's stand up, sip through the coffee. We'll do this again. We'll do this again. Put your hands in the air.
Lane 1, going for that 10 meter unbroken handstand walk. Phenomenal job by lane 1. Lane 1 overtaking lane 4 on those handstand walks. Once again, absolutely phenomenal performance by all these beginners attempting these handstand walks.
Seconds now for these athletes to try and get through these handstand walks and as many rounds as they can.
Lane 1, unbelievable 40 meters of handstand walking.
30 seconds. 20 seconds. 10 seconds, athletes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Athletes, remember to start behind the white line.
And all these athletes need to head on behind the white line as athlete number 2 attempts their handstand walks, while the other 2 athletes are on that step-up pull-ups and that half rope climb.
all these athletes here. Once again, just a reminder, they have 3 minutes. Each athlete will have 3 minutes to get as far as they can with their handstand walks. The other two athletes will do step-up pull-ups. The sink is at the bottom, not at the top. And then they'll have a rope climb, a half rope climb that they will try to get max. And great to see all these athletes trying those handstand walks. Great initiative here by the Squad Games team members, giving those scoring opportunities where you can either do a bear crawl or you can try those handstand walks. It's one of those things that we've been lacking in competitions, where that separation from beginners to intermediate and intermediate to RX has been a huge problem. And Squad Games taking the initiative of adding those opportunities where you can either try the bear crawl or do the handstand walks. And no better place to learn than on the competition floor. One minute, athletes, 1 minute. Thirty seconds. Ten seconds. 3, 2, 1. And the final athlete now moving on to those handstand walks or bear crawls.
A reminder to those athletes starting their handstand and bear crawls to start behind the white line.
Right, our beginner heat number 4. You should all be at the start sheet. Beginner heat number 4, all at the start sheets.
Lane 2 just short of 10 meters of unbroken. The Adams family. Great effort from lane number 1.
The blind side.
Lane 2 doing a phenomenal job on their handstand walks. Lane 1 chipping away.
These athletes fast approaching that 90-second mark. 90 seconds left, athletes.
Lane 7 chipping away on those bear crawls.
1 minute left, athletes. 1 minute. These athletes need to try dig deep now. Try get as much distance as they can with these handstand walks or bear crawls.
Just a reminder how taxing those bear crawls are. They have to do 3 full rings. That is 30 meters to accumulate 1 point.
Very taxing on the shoulders, the legs, the triceps. 30 seconds, athletes.
the card, lane number 1.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And great effort here by all these athletes on the floor here today. Some of them doing those handstand walks, some of them doing those bear crawls. But those bear crawls, that's an interesting one for you in terms of scoring. They have to do 30 meters just to score 1 point. So a lot of these athletes, if they do choose that handstand walk, they're putting in a lot of effort. And that's going to burn the quads, triceps, and shoulders.
Come on, spectators, let's give them a round of applause as they exit the arena. Let's go. Let's keep those hands clapping as we welcome on the next heat. Come on, boys and girls. All right, next heat onto the floor. Come on, spectators, welcome them on.
Alright, all athletes, please head straight to your mats. I know you all want to check everything and chalk everything, but please get to your mats as quickly as you can. Don't waste time. We would like to get everyone back on time. The more time you waste, the longer it's going to take to finish up today. So please, to your mats.
All right, athletes, stand by. Judges, raise those boards, please. Lane 10, let's speed it up. Lane 10.
Lane 9. Let's go, lane 9. Lane 10. Judges, stand by. Athletes, stand by. In 5, 4, 3. And there we have it, the final beginning heat underway. Next up, our intermediate heat 1.
Lane number 1 also supporters of squad game since the beginning. Great to see the apparel being worn once again.
Right, intermediate heat number 1. You guys should be all in the warm-up area, wrapping those warm-ups up. And then intermediate heat number 2, you guys can start making your way over to the warm-up area. Intermediate heat 1 and 2. Please start making your way either to the start chute or to the warm-up area. That's intermediate heat 1 and 2.
All spectators on the grandstands, and around the arena, come on. I want to hear the loudest cheer for these athletes that we haven't had yet today. In 3, 2, 1, come on, let's cheer them on, guys, come on.
Right, so if you just tuned in, welcome. And we got an interesting workout, Jeff.
It's the Masters that is next. Masters.
Oh, apologies again, I'm looking at the wrong screen again. I do apologize. It is Masters and then the intermediates, that is correct. Masters heat 1, you guys are up next.
Please, Jason, write that on your hand, on your forehand, on the screen, on a sticker note.
It's literally on the screen, I just clicked the wrong button every time. We're going to schedule one song on.
Right. So interesting workout here. We have a 3-minute time cap for these athletes where they will do as many handstand walks, distance walks as they can, or bear crawls. But the bear crawl, they have to get 30 meters.
30 seconds, athletes, 30 seconds.
So in that 30 meters, they'll only score 1 point, whereas if they do a handstand walk, they get 1 point per length. So very interesting there. Each athlete will have 3 minutes to complete, and that is the 9-minute workout, where the other 2 athletes will do step-up pull-ups and then a half rope climb.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, next athlete.
And then our next athlete is now, they will move all the way to the other side of the field behind the white line, and then they will start their handstand walks, while the other 2 will continue to tick away at those step-up pull-ups. Those step-up pull-ups is synced at the bottom, it's not synced at the top. And then they have a half rope climb. Any athlete can choose to do the half rope climb. Then they back onto those 2 rope climbs.
These will be the standards going forward in future squad games events. DJ slap volume up on the music.
And on your screens, you can see all those athletes attempting those handstand walks. They'd rather attempt those handstand walks than those bear crawls, because as I mentioned before, on the bear crawls, it's 30 meters for 1 point, whereas if you're doing the handstand walks, you're getting 1 point per length. So a lot of these athletes opting to choose the handstand walks instead of those bear crawls.
It's all around.
90 seconds, athletes, 90 seconds.
Yeah, you see those athletes there attempting there. Remember, it is where their last hand is placed. You'll see the judge puts their foot down onto the hand where it was placed last, and that's where they will start again. And you know what, like, a lot of people will be like, oh, that's not really a handstand walk. But remember, this is the beginner division. So a lot of these athletes are learning how to do these handstand walks. And what Squad Games is trying to do is trying to get a gap, not to bring that gap closer from beginner to intermediate and intermediate to RX. It's been a big issue throughout the South African CrossFit community, where those divisions are too much of a gap.
Right, I need that Masters Heat 1 to the start shoot now, please. That's Masters Heat 1 to the shoot now, as briefing is going to take a little bit longer than usual. So Masters, please make your way to the start shoot. That's Masters Heat 1.
CrossFit Platinum in lane 3. Digging deep with those handstand walks, making it worth those points of communication.
So our Masters Intermediates, please be aware that we are going to call you a lot earlier to get you to the start sheet, because you guys are asking way too many questions. So we just want to give you 10 minutes for a bit of a brief. So please, when I call you to the start sheet, that's our Masters Intermediates and RX, I'm going to be calling you a little bit earlier to go over to the start sheet so you can ask all your questions and get your brief out the way. Alright, so Masters Heat 1, you should all be at the start sheet now, and Masters Heat 2, you should be in the warm-up area.
Sorry, Ron and I were talking.
Right, apologies there, just had to sort out some stuff on the mic here, just to make sure all these athletes are briefed properly. But on your screens you can see that these athletes are working tremendously hard. Their final athlete now is on the handstand walks.
90 seconds, athletes, 90 seconds left. couple of front flips here.
DJ, next song.
Mike Emilio. On our five.
And these athletes now approaching that 1 minute mark. And let's see what they can do here. Will they be able to get
1 minute.
Will they get enough on the score sheet for their teams? Tough workout. As mentioned, they have 3 minutes per athlete to get handstand walks or bear crawls. But that bear crawl, you have to get 30 meters to get 1 point. Whereas if you're doing the handstand walk and you get to the other side, you get 1 point just with a 10-meter handstand walk. So, handstand walk is the way we would like you to go, but a lot of these athletes can't do the handstand walks just yet.
30 seconds. Right, let's give these athletes some cheers. 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Right, our Masters Heat 1, you should all be there. Masters Heat 2, please make your way to the start chute. Masters Heat 2, make your way to the start chute now, please, so you can get your athlete briefing.
Alright, athletes, please exit the arena. Get your recovery bar by the gazebo.
Right, all athletes, please exit.
Judges to the center quickly. Judges run through to the center of the arena. Athletes on your start mats. Judges to the center of the arena. Alright, judges to your lanes, get your score sheets. Judges, let's get to your lanes. Athletes to your start mats.
Right, all athletes on your start mats, please.
Athletes on your red start mats. Athletes on your red start mats. Lane 7 on your red start mats. Alright, athletes stand by. Judges stand by. In.
In 5, 4.
Alright, spectators, a round of applause for our Masters Heat 1. Come on.
And we back here with our Masters Heats number 1. Remember, they have pull-ups. Sorry, chest to bar, not pull-ups.
Come on, spectators, let's give it up for our masters over here. Also,
And they will do a full rope climb.
come on.
So chest to bar, 3 of them, and then a full rope climb.
Seconds, athletes, 90 seconds. Intermediate Heat 1 can make their way to the warm-up area. Intermediate Heat 1, Masters Heat 2, you should all be at the start shoot now. That is Masters Heat 2, you should all be there. Intermediate Heat 1 in the warm-up area. Intermediate Heat 2, you can also make your way over to the warm-up area.
And these athletes, they all have to do handstand walks. They don't have the option of the bear crawl, so they will have to complete the handstand walks.
30 seconds, athletes, 30 seconds left.
So remember, all these athletes still have the 3 minutes to get as much distance as they can with those handstand walks.
10 seconds, athletes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And the next athletes will make their way to the white line to start their handstand walks. Remember, the other 2 athletes will do chest to bar as well as a full rope climb. The previous heats, we were obviously watching the beginners, and they had to do step-up pull-ups and a half rope climb. These athletes, 3 chest to bars and then a full rope climb. Watching these athletes here, you can see a couple of them really struggling to get that chest to bar. It's not as easy as it looks. If you've never done a chest to bar, I urge you to try one out. Not an easy movement at all. So some of these athletes really struggling there. And great shots here with that rope climb. Rope climb as well. You want to try use less of your arms, and you can see there that athlete there using a lot of his arms, and that's gonna not help him much on those chest to bar pull-ups.
Lane 1 handstand walks, beautifully executed.
Right.
90 seconds.
90 seconds here for these athletes. As we can see everyone working nicely with those handstand walks. And a big problem with a lot of people who do handstand walks, they actually hold their breath. And a big thing you want to try to do is learn how to breathe properly while doing your handstand walks. And the best person, and I'm sure most of you know, is Daniel Brandon. If you want to look at textbook handstand walks, make sure you head on over and check on that Daniel Brandon and how she does it. But specifically look at how she breathes. She breathes per step that she does with her arms, and it's a great technique that she has and will help a lot with anyone struggling with handstand walks, is that breathing. Something not spoken much about is breathing while doing handstands.
30 seconds.
Great work from lane 5, cross with BEM.
10 seconds, athletes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, our intermediate heat 1, please make your way to the start chute. Intermediate heat 1 to the start chute, please. And then intermediate heat number 3, you guys can make your way over to the warm-up area, as well as intermediate heat 4, make your way over to the warm-up area. Currently on the floor we have lane 1 Pro Wolfpack United, lane 2 Tears for Beers, lane number 3 Two Jerks and a Cleaner, lane 4 PBM, lane 5 Platinum Monkeys, lane 6 Ed and Eddie. And I love, see one of those athletes there on the right screen, almost eating some grass there with 2 minutes remaining.
2 minutes, athletes, 2 minutes. Seconds.
You can see the strain these athletes are taking here.
Great work from lane 2 with their handstand walks.
Lane 4 PBM really taking strain. Those shoulders, I can tell you now, are aching. And lane 5 Platinum Monkeys, I do believe it is, really also struggling there.
1 minute, athletes, 1 minute.
Great work, lane 2. Lane 7 up. Getting there, Rosecline.
All right, we have 30 seconds left for these athletes.
30 seconds, athletes, 30 seconds.
And this is where these athletes really need to dig deep. And I spoke about breathing earlier on. This is where you really start struggling to breathe. But if you cannot breathe, I'm telling you now, you are not going to get that handstand walk down.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And next up, Masters Heat 2, Intermediate Heat 1. You should all be at the start chute.
Masters Heat 2, make your way on the floor. Masters Heat 2.
Intermediate Heat number 2, you guys should be in the warm-up area, wrapping up those warm-ups.
Heat 1, you may exit the floor. All athletes, we are running 10 minutes behind schedule, 10 minutes behind schedule. So please, athletes, when we call you to your start chutes, please make way there. We'll catch up that time. As long as you're on time, we'll push harder.
Alright, all athletes, please exit. If you just competed, please all exit. And then all athletes on the floor, straight to your start chutes, please. Get to the mats.
Athletes on your start mats. Athletes stand by.
Judges, stand by.
Judges, let's see your boards.
Judges, stand by. Boards, please. Judges, stand by. Athletes, stand by. In 5, 4. And off we go. This is our Masters Heat number 2. Not your intermediates.
DJ, let's raise that music.
Right, so
Great work from Gary in lane 3 representing.
welcome to ItsHappening.Africa. We are live here at Squad Games 2023. Hit that subscribe button. Make sure you comment. Shout out for your favorite team or your favorite athlete. Make sure they know. Remember, they get to watch the stream a little bit later. And then as well as hit that bell notification so that you know exactly when we are live. How this workout works is that each athlete will have 3 minutes to do their handstand walks. Wherever they come down with their last hand, the judge will put down their foot and they can start behind that line once again. As on your screen right now, this lady almost getting unbroken there. And each handstand walk will be counted as a point. They cannot do bear crawls like the beginners did.
Great work from lane 5, really attempting those handstand walks.
And then the other two athletes, they will be doing 3 chest to bars and 1 full rope climb.
Great work from lane 3, 1
minute left. 1 minute left, athletes. And in lane 1, we got MHC Bastards. In lane 2, Silver Bullets. Lane 3, 152 Rag. Lane 4, the Proformers. Lane 5, the Salsas. Lane 6, Firebolt Jab. Lane 7, MHC Masters in beast mode. 30 seconds left for these athletes.
Lane 1 beautifully executed. Top Guns performing well.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there's a changeover now. Lane number 2 now, or lane number 2, athlete number 2, they will make their way from the rig all the way behind the white line to start their handstand walks. And again, it's for distance. They want to try to get as many reps as they can. You see those orange cones? Those orange cones are their markers. They want to get past those orange cones.
Lane 3, great strategy on just chipping away at those reps. Lane 5 making their next rope climb. Lane 4 beautifully executed on their handstand walks.
Seconds, athletes, 90 seconds. These athletes, 90 seconds left. Our cameraman almost getting a foot to the face there. Just trying to keep things exciting, yeah. Now you can see those athletes all working hard on the bar there. And what we really want to look for in this workout is those athletes, because it's a full rope climb, you actually want to use as much of your legs as possible. You don't want to be doing too much pulling. So the idea there is you're going to have to utilize those abs. You're going to have to utilize those hip flexors. Get those legs as high as you can. Get a nice J hook or whichever one you choose to do, and squat your way up to the top rather than pull your way to the top. And that will help out, especially on those chest to bars. 30 seconds.
3.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Over to the next transition. Athletes, make sure you start behind the white line.
Intermediate heat 1, you should all be at the start sheet. Intermediate 2, you guys can start making your way to the start sheet. Intermediate 3 and 4, you should all be in the warm-up area. Intermediate 1 and 2 at the start sheet. 3 and 4 at the warm-up area, please. Alright, so a lot of these athletes here have been struggling with those handstand walks.
Go following lane 4, beautiful handstand walk.
And I think
Lane 6 with another
the
red
handstand walks are going to come down, are going to mean a lot more than what we think on that leaderboard.
Great handstand walk once again by lane 4.
Seconds, athletes, 90 seconds left. See these athletes here on the bars now. Interesting grip there, you can see that reverse grip, but the man is unable to get up there. He's just kind of dangling there at the bottom like a dead fish. Well, half dead fish. Don't think a dead fish dangles much. But those handstand walks, yeah, look at that. Beautifully done. Oh, a little bit of a tumble there, but got nice and far. "45 seconds, athletes, 45 seconds.
Head down, let it out, lights flash to the sound, all yours if you want it. Non-stop,
30 seconds. 20 seconds.
Great spectating for lane 2, 3 and 4.
This country with the intermediate division. 1 minute. Seconds. What?
Leave the dogs to me.
1 minute remain. Oh, sorry.
Next one, guys. Next one.
One.
A reminder, athletes, is on that white line.
I've done this one. I'll do.
Seconds.
Come on, Lindsay.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, our intermediates, heat 3 and 4. You guys should be at the start sheet, heat 3 and 4.
Lane 4 was the 5 meter and open. Lane 5, another. Lane 4, another 5 meters unbroken.
Show my Swedish girls, tell them hold it down. Last week was on a block, tryna hold it down. I can hop on any beat, they don't know this song. Money coming by the minute and it's coming in pounds. Push me to the edge and I'll show you about how. Lost child from the bricks, now I got bare clout. I don't like this girl cause she got bare mouth. Chat too much, you better keep it down.
DJ's next song.
Pass it. I was on a block like fuck it. I love it.
Alright, we're back here once again. Now a short teach here at the actual venue. It's been wonderful. So we do again apologize for that. Good job. We have our intermediates heat number 2 here. Next up will be intermediate number 3. There is currently 1 minute 25 left on the clock for these athletes.
Athletes.
'See all these athletes working really hard. They have 1 minute left to try and get as far as they can with those handstand walks. See that man on the right hand side in lane number 7. That is ATG Kaboom OGs. And then on your screens right now, it looks like lane number 2. That is Team Plot Box. 20 seconds athletes.
20 seconds athletes.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done, athletes. Get those score sheets signed. Next week, welcome to the floor.
All right.
Alright, our intermediate heats 3 and 4. Heat 3 coming on to the floor now. Heat 4, you should be at the start sheet. Heat 5 and 6, you should all be in the warm-up area. Heat 5, you guys can start making your way over to the start sheet. That's Heat 5, make your way over to the start sheet.
Alright, athletes on your starting vest. Lane 2, you have sunglasses. Lane 3. Alright, athletes stand by.
All athletes onto your start mats, please. Let's go. We're trying to get back on time, so the longer you take, the longer you're going to be here tonight. Come on.
2 judges in lane 2. 2 judges, we need you. Lane 6 judges. Judges, please make your way into the arena, judges. Athletes, stand by. Judges, stand by. Raise your boards. Judges, raise your boards.
All right, athletes, stand by. Judges, stand by. In 5, 4, and off we go.
And welcome back here to the live stream. It's happening.Africa. With all our technical issues throughout the day, we're still here enjoying every second of it here at Squad Games. And if you've just tuned in, you're not too sure what's going on. We have 3 minutes per athlete. Each athlete will have 3 minutes to get as far as they can with their handstand walks. And look at this man flying with his handstand walks. Literally running on his hands. Once they are done with that, the next athlete will come in. They will have 3 minutes to perform the same thing. However, the two athletes not doing handstand walks, they're going to be onto the 3 chest to bar, so their chest has to touch the bar, and then 1 full rope climb. A few tips and techniques that these athletes are going to be looking for is not to use too much of the pull on the rope climb. What they want to do there is almost squat their way to the top. So how they do that, they utilize their abs, they utilize those hip flexors, get those legs nice and high, and then squat their way up instead of pulling their way up. 90 seconds left for these athletes.
90 seconds, athletes, 90 seconds. Intermediates, heat 5 and 6. Start making your way over to the start sheet. Heat 5 and 6. Start making your way over to the start sheet. That's our intermediates. And then our RX, heat number 1. You guys make your way over to the warm-up area. RX, heat number 1. Make your way over to the warm-up area. We're trying to get everyone back on time here. And back on schedule. 1 minute left, athletes. 1 minute.
So these athletes now with just 45 seconds left as they're trying to get through these handstand walks. Remember, each handstand walk gives them a point. They're trying to reach that white line. Will he get there unbroken? Just short. Remember, both hands need to cross the line with control. Or deemed control.
20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's athlete 1 done. Now those athletes that were on the rig, one of them will be running back to the white line. On your screens you'll see they start behind that white line. They don't have to wait for their judge. They can literally start whenever they want. But remember, they've just come off rope climbs and chest to bar. And even though, you can see there on the left there, a bit of a fumble there. even though it's only 3 chest to bars and 1 rope climb, 3 minutes, you're going to accumulate a lot of reps. And that's going to tax you, especially those rear delts, if you are doing butterflies to get that chest to bar. And a great handstand walk there. A little bit of a crab shimmy there, but he gets across the line, gets his team a point on the board. And that was lane number 10.
Each athlete has 3 minutes to maximize their points on the handstand walk. This workout was programmed as a pure skill set separator. Judges, stay within your lanes. Great attempt from lane 1. Athletes, 1 minute. Lane 1 doing well at chipping away at those rips as well as those handstand walks.
Getting these athletes through here on those handstand walks. Remember, wherever that last hand falls, the judge will put down their foot. Couple of chest to bars here.
Great work from lane 5 as she chips away at her handstand walks.
So the trap here is that short rep count, so it's only 3 and 1.
You go, boy. 20 seconds.
And I do believe that is the trap there. A lot of athletes will try going broken, but those later rounds, it's going to start hurting.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Lane 2 makes it just in time.
That double hooter is the changeover for these athletes.
Transition begins, guys. Next look, the handstand walk is behind the white line. Let's go, lane 1, rise and grind.
Out there in lane number 4 is Buns and Guns. In lane 1 is Rise and Grind, currently on your screen now. This is your intermediate heat number 3. And onto that chest to bar. Looks like they're going to go singles. That's Rise and Grind in lane 1. They're now going to look to jump onto that rope climb. Let's see what they do here. Are they going to get a nice leg drive, or is there going to be too much pulling? And it looks like that grip is also fatigued. Something that is not spoken about enough is grip strength in CrossFit, and those athletes looks like they're struggling a bit there with the grip at the moment. Good ways to improve those that grip is to do a lot of dead hangs. You can do 30 seconds, 1 minute, or even 90-second dead hangs if your grip's strong enough.
The next heat can we do the three amigos. Head over to the soft shoe, 3 amigos.
1 minute.
Heat number 4 is up next here for the intermediates. And that should be quite an exciting one. If I do remember the previous workout, that heat 4 was really exciting.
Lane 5, beautifully done. Ladies are proving they've got what it takes.
30 seconds.
Great to see the ladies are pushing the guys.
Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done, athletes. All right. Athletes, sign your score sheets. Next heat, walk to the floor. Head over to those Biden start mats, please.
Heat number 5, you guys should all be at the start sheet. Heat number 5, you should all be at the start sheet. Heat 6, you should also just be there at the start sheet. Getting ready, that's heat 5 and 6 for our intermediates. The RX heat number 1, you guys should be in the warm-up area. That's RX heat number 1 in the warm-up area.
All right, athletes, over to you. Starting red Biden mats, please. Let's go.
Alright, come on athletes, to the margin mats, let's get going. We're doing our best to keep you on track here and on time.
Alright, athletes on your start mat and by. Judges, stand by, get to your shoots.
Alright, athletes onto your mats, let's get going.
Judges, show your boards.
Judges, stand by. Athletes, stand by.
Judges, show your boards.
Lane 10, let's go.
Let's go, judges.
Lane 10. Boards, please.
Let's go, boys.
In 5, 4. Alright, let's get going.
Right, these athletes here looking to get those handstands, get those points racked up for their teams. So far, it's been quite even Stevens across the board here on the handstand walks. No one really separating themselves. As I say that, we look here at lane number 3. That's 2 unbroken that he's done. I might have commentated cursed him there. Will he get both hands? He does. And there we go. That's lane number 3 doing excellent there. That's barbell banter squat. But again, no one's really separated themselves on these handstand walks. We haven't seen a clear winner in terms of a team on the handstand walks. But remember, this heat 4 in the previous workout was quite a competitive, fast heat. So it'll be interesting to see what they do here now that it's more of a gymnastics workout rather than a cardio sort of workout that they did in WOD 1. Lane 7 there, that's deadlifts and chill.
90 seconds, athletes, 90 seconds.
Lane 3, well done.
Lane
10 here is the tall, bold, and beautiful. Trying to get to that line.
And at lane 10, the tall, bold, and beautiful, working hard, trying to get through to their line over there. As we look at the rest of her teammates on the rope climb and those chest to bars.
45 seconds, athletes. 45 seconds.
Beautiful work, climb to lane 8.
30 seconds.
What she's got.
Beautiful work by all these athletes at the moment.
Come on, lane 8. Well done. Lane 5, she shows a powerhouse.
All these athletes doing really, really well on these rope climbs. I'm very, very impressed. Using those legs and not using too much pull. And what squad?
1 minute, athletes, 1 minute.
They were the ones doing all the work on the handstand walks, not lane 3. It was lane 4.
Lane 6 just keeping it real.
And they're looking very, very comfortable, and I would say the favorites at the moment. I've been watching them on those handstand walks as well as those rope climbs, doing a great job there. And they still got one more athlete on those handstand walks to come in 30 seconds. So 30 seconds left for these athletes, and then there's going to be a changeover for that final athlete on the handstand walks. And lane 4 currently looks like the favorites.
15 seconds.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And we got a changeover. This is the final changeover here.
Heat 5, you should be at the start sheet. That is heat number 5. You should be at the start sheet as well as heat number 6.
All of our Francis for lane 3 representing strong Chris, Mitch, and Timo. Far on lane 3, on lane 6, synchronizing those chesty bars.
Lane 7, Deadlifts and Chill, CrossFit PFL, doing a great job on these handstand walks. Eating into that handstand lead that lane number 4, What Squad has. And this lane 7, Deadlifts and Chill, doing exceptionally well on those handstands at the moment. And I like the rest that he takes. Takes a couple of breaths, 3 or 4 breaths, and then off he goes. And if you watch, well, we'll try to see if we can get the cameraman there, but if you watch him closely, he breathes very well under on those upside down handstands. And that's what you want. Those handstands make a huge difference if you can breathe properly.
90 seconds.
Lane 4, beautifully chipped away at their chesty bar.
Lane number 4 also doing a great job at the moment on those handstand walks.
Great work on lane 10. Beautiful handstand walks.
1 minute, athletes, 1 minute.
Come on, lane 4, CrossFit Jersey, get across that line. Well done. Lane 4 and lane 1 representing CrossFit Jersey, having a fat chat between workouts.
These athletes coming into those final 30 seconds to try and get the work done for those handstands as well as the chest to bar and rope climbs.
30 seconds. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, athletes.
And that is heat number 4 done and dusted here. Next up we got heat number 5, lane 1, butts and and nuts. Lane 2, double underdogs. Lane 3, barbell and 2 jerks. Lane 4, inferno. Lane 5, booty and the beast. Lane 6, a squirrel and 4 nuts. Lane 7, she's the man. Lane 8, the boots and the bra. Lane 9, the Connors and the cougar. Lane 10, atomic 78.
Athletes to your starting lines and mats. Athletes. Medics to lane 2, medics to lane 2. You just need a wipe down, medics, just a wipe down, no emergency, just a wipe down. Athletes, please get to your starting mats. Judges on standby, ready to the boards. Ladies and gents, I think let's give a big round of applause to our medics just being on standby all the time for us. Come on. Let's get out of the net, guys. Come on, let's go. All right, coaches on standby. Let's show you your ball, please. Right, judges, athletes. Wait, there's no ball in this evening. This just shows you the pure grit that these athletes are giving us. Medics, lane 1, medic, lane 1. Athletes, you're looking at the leaderboard, part A of the workout is handstands, and part B is the reps. Alright, ladies and gents, a final big round of applause for our medics. Thank you very much. Let's get our next heat going. Judges stand by. Athletes, judges stand by in 5, 4. Alright, off they go. Intermediate heat number 5.
Alright, so we back here, and a couple of bars there had to be cleaned. A lot of the athletes ripped their hands, and not what you want in only the second workout of 5 this weekend. So a lot of these athletes hurting those hands. And another thing that I'm watching here, a lot of athletes are choosing to almost use their hands as a stopper when coming down on the ropes. And the last thing you want is a rope burn. So honestly, I would rather have a rope than a rope burn, because those rope burns, they kind of suck when you need to do chest to bar pull-ups. So athletes just need to be careful there. But so far, just looking here at a couple of these athletes out in lane 4, lane 6, lane 8. That is Inferno, a squirrel, and 4 nuts, the butts and the bra. So far, very, very good technique on the rope climbs.
Lane 1 fighting up to the top. Come on, let's cheer him up. Come on, lane 1. Come on. Fight it through.
Lane 1, butts and nuts, struggling a little bit there with the rope climb. And that's grip strength and a bit of an improper technique on those rope climbs. He gets the touch, but that one rope climb is going to cost him big time in terms of his pulling endurance for the rest of this workout. Right, lane number 9 here, looking good. The Connors and the Cougar, they did really well in the previous heat. Let's see how this rope climb goes for them. And doing well to use the legs as she gets up there, lane 9.
30 seconds.
That is the Connors and the Cougar. See there, just checking with his judge if he made it across the line. Remember, both hands need to cross that blue line on the floor.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heat number 6, you should be at the start sheet, the RX Heat 1. Athletes should all be in the warm-up area, RX Heat 1 in the warm-up area.
So we've made that changeover now. You see the athletes walking back. They have to be behind that white line. Both hands start behind the white line and into the handstand walks they go. I know I keep bringing it up, but that breathing is a huge factor when you are upside down. You can see here the man that was on your screen there in lane number 4, Inferno. A bit of an erratic breathing, which causes you to step a bit funny with those hands instead of having a controlled step. Four minutes into this 9-minute workout. I just saw lane 6, a squirrel, and 4 nuts. That's Dom. I was looking at his hands. I do think he's got some rope burn. I saw him come down a bit fast on that rope climb earlier on. So just wondering if he's suffering with that right hand and that rope climb at the moment.
Lane 8 handstand walks looking great.
Lane 5 on your screens there, that's Booty and the Beasts. Lane 4 right next to them is Inferno. Lane 3, Barbella and 2 Jerks. They're on that rope climb now. Choosing to use the wraparound instead of the J-hook. Wraparound taking a little bit longer, but it's still a safe option.
1 minute, athletes, 1 minute.
Lane 2, double underdogs. And on your screen now, we have Dom there from CrossFit 152. He's been doing a lot of triathlons. This is his first comp back. I could be mistaken on this, but I think in 2 years.
30 beautiful seconds left.
here in lane 1, butts and nuts on the handstand walks. We saw him earlier on that rope climb, struggling a bit.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And swapping out.
Then on that pitch, you're going to start your handstand walk behind the white line.
And we're starting the next set of handstands, the final athlete here on the handstand walks. And lane 5 there, it was looking good, and then they came down. That was Beauty and the Beast from CrossFit Kempton.
Lane 1 having fast chat with our judge. Always love smiling faces, enjoying the little skill set workout.
Butts and nuts, double underdogs, bar, Bella and 2 jerks. Having a whale of a time now. Just watching them chat to their judges, having some big laughs and smiles on their faces. Always love to see it.
Very well.
Lane 4 now on your screen, Infernos.
Well done, lane 5, make it to the top of that rope climb.
Lane 5 dropping there, and that is Beauty and the Beast. Lane 6 on that chest to bar, looking really good there at the moment. Great sinks there.
Come on, scoop it out. Well done. Lane 9, same thing.
90 seconds.
1525 are making their way to the top. Lane 3 showing what a powerhouse she is. Lane 3 executing those roly-poly beautifully.
1 minute, athletes, 1 minute.
Lane 8, the boots and the bra on the rope climbs. Lane 9, the Connors and the Cougar. And then lane 10 on the right of your screen there, Atomic 78. Lane 8 battling it out here. That's the boots and the bra trying to get to the top there.
30 seconds.
To the top, come on. One more, come on. Oh. Unlucky. Tough luck, though. 10 out of 10 for effort.
10 seconds.
Once again, lane 3.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well done, athletes. All right, next heat, make your way to the floor. Next heat, make your way onto the floor. Athletes, sign off your score sheets and then they exit the arena. Well done. All medics into the arena, all medics into the arena. We've got to clean these bars, medics.
Alright, RX Heat 1. You guys can wrap up those warm-ups. Make your way to the start sheet. RX. Make your way to the start sheet. Medics. Number 2, make your way to the warm-up area.
All medics onto the floor. Let's clean those bars. We just need 2 minutes to screen these balls for you quickly. While all the athletes and spectators are outside the arena, feel free to support all of our vendors. The smoothies, hamburgers, clothing, donuts, these guys also rely on all your support. So guys, feel free to head over there and support them.
Alright, RX Heat 1, you should be at the start chute. And then RX Heat 2 in the warm-up area. Lots and lots of grip cans here. It's pretty normal for a crew. Guys got to do some OCR. Make those hands tough. Just don't ask an OCI athlete to lift the bar. His legs might snap. Jeez, Andrew, you're fired.
Medics, lane 1 and 2. All right, judges, stand by. Yeah, stand by.
Stand by in 5, 4.
We have our final intermediate heats underway, and lane 10, Samson Jets, went flying out of the gates. And definitely your current leaders at the moment. We'll see if our cameraman can catch up there just now. Lane 1 and 2 on your screens at the moment. That is nothing but chalk, 2 Wills and a Grace. There you have it. That man is flying out there in lane number 10. That is Samson Jets. All right.
All RX Heat 1. You should all be at the start sheet. Heat number 2, you guys can start wrapping up the start, the warm-ups, and head on over to the start sheet. That's RX Heat 2. RX Heat 3, you should be in the warm-up area.
These athletes are fast approaching that 90-second mark. 90 seconds left for these athletes. 90 seconds. And last intermediate heat. So you'll see they are busy with chest to bar at the moment. But the next stimulus for the RX athletes, they are going to be doing bar muscle-ups, and that changes the game a lot. It definitely fatigues that pulling power, and that's where you're going to have to see that who has the better rope climb techniques, who can utilize that squat to get to the top, basically almost using like say 5% of your pulling power to get up to the rope. If you're a good rope climber, you don't really need your arms that much. beautiful shots here as we see that rope climb. Great technique to come down, but to go up, but coming down, you can utilize the feet a little bit more as a lever to slide it down.
20 seconds. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there's the change over there. And we're going to see now athletes going to the other side of the field. Remember, they have to cross the white line that's on the opposite side where the start is. They're going to cross that white line before they can start their next handstand walks. That's athlete number 2. While athlete 1 and 3 are on those chest to bars, as you can see on your screen right now. 3 chest to bars, 1 rope climb. Let's see how this man does on your screen right now. Nice, great technique, getting those feet nice and high. Can use the legs a bit more. Watch how he's not using his legs. He kind of like pulls himself up and then straightens his legs. You want to straighten your legs first. There we go. And he did it there on the last pull. That was a better technique there, using the legs to get to the top. So great stuff. That was lane number 9. That's because my mom said so. CrossFit Platinum. And the men in lane number 4, you can't see them on your screens now. Mommy issues. They are doing, I've seen now, a couple of strict chest to bars. It's quite interesting.
90 seconds, athletes, 90 seconds.
Seeing a lot of tired faces. A lot. Lane 1, nothing but chalk.
Beautifully executed. 1 minute athletes, 1 minute. Lane 7, what a powerhouse as she makes her way up to the top. Lane 2, phenomenally done.
See lane 1 on your screen, nothing but chalk. And then back to those rope climbs there.
30 seconds, athletes, 30 seconds. Seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And once again, we have that changeover. Athletes will now swap over, get to behind the white line, and then they're going to get started. See a couple of the supporters here. Good idea to bring that umbrella. It is hot under the sun right now, and a lot of these athletes getting burnt proper. As we look at lane number 3 here on your screens, that is Mary's Angels. Shaking those arms out, feeling the fatigue from the chest to bar. Lane 4 there on the left of your screen, really struggling just to get started there. That's mommy issues. Lane 2, 2 Wills and a Grace. You can see those ramps there in the background. That's for the RX athletes next up. They will go over an obstacle. But here's the twist. You can either do that, or you can just do handstand walks. If you choose just to do handstand walks and not go over the obstacles, you have to do 30 meters before you have 1 point or rep to your name. But if you go over the obstacle and get through, you then get yourself an immediate 1 point. So a little bit of strategy that you have to play with, but also it helps the athletes to bridge that intermediate and RX gap. Lane 1 suffering right now on those chest to bars.
1 minute left, athletes, 1 minute.
Great rope climb there. Samson Jet's doing well here on those handstand walks.
30 seconds.
Come on, Raymond, let's get deep.
20 seconds.
Ten seconds left for these athletes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That's a wrap for our intermediates. Next up, we're going to have the RX athletes. RX heat number 2, you should be at the start sheet. RX heat number 3, you guys should be wrapping up your warm-ups. Next up, we have our RX athletes. Just doing a quick change over here, putting those obstacles on. If you've never seen this before, make sure that you get to the stands. As these athletes will have the option to either go over the obstacle or just do a handstand walk. However, if they choose just to do the handstand walk, they have to go 30 meters before they get 1 point to their name. Whereas if they go over the obstacle and to the other side, they'll get 1 point with that. So interesting strategies here, and also nice little touch here by Squad Games to bridge that intermediate to RX gap.
Judges to the center to see Ruan. Judges to the center of the arena. So I think with the RX division really initiating this as Heat 1, let's give them a massive round of applause and chant them through. Come on, let's go. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Come on, cheer them on. So athletes and fellow RX athletes, what we're going to be doing as a short brief, Ruan handstand walk to Cape Town, Port Kita is going to show us how to initiate this obstacle course. So athletes, if you can have a look at Ruan. Judges, you might want to look at this as well for clear indication. Judges, let's turn and face lane 4. Judges, turn and face lane 4.
And we're just going to get a demonstration here from Ruan Pistols Potgieter, third fittest man in Africa. He's going to just show us how this obstacle is to be done.
You've got options of attempting the obstacle course or a 10-meter unbroken. As we mentioned, the obstacle course is 6 meters. 6 meters is starting behind the white line, finishing over the cone. Okay? We've got a question. Can you transition back from here to there? No. You're going to have to go to the 10-meter mark, start over here, and make your way back. So regardless, if you choose the left-hand side, okay, you will be doing 10 meters unbroken. Okay, that will count for 1 point. Okay? If you are going to the obstacle course, that is going to count for your 5 points. Okay? So just make sure that you can do the obstacle 6 meters, and if you do not want to go up the ramp or you want to transition over to the 10 meters, you can do so as long as you start at the 10-meter mark and finish at the 10-meter mark. We all understand, athletes? So, Van, do you understand? Raise your hands, please. All good? All right, athletes. Let's get going. Judges to your lanes.
Alright, so I guess we're not going to see Ron do it, but okay. I hope you guys heard that. So they can either do the 6-meter obstacle or a 10-meter unbroken to get a point.
Athletes, so just a reminder, your 6 meters, if you attend the obstacle course, is behind the white line or behind the orange cone. Alright, athletes stand by.
Athletes and judges, stand by. Judges, votes for me, please. Hands up. Athletes, stand by. Athletes, stand by. In 5, 4. And off they go. RX Heat 1, first ever to do it. Yeah, it's 12 games. A couple of athletes choosing the obstacle and a couple of athletes choosing the unbroken way.
And we've got a couple of athletes that are choosing the unbroken, 10 meters unbroken. And then you have a couple of athletes you see there on your screen that are choosing the obstacle. It's only 6 meters for the obstacle. However, it's taxing to go up those stairs and that ramp. Remember, these athletes, the RX athletes, they need to get themselves bar muscle ups. It's 3 bar muscle ups and a rope climb.
This is pure focus on these obstacles.
"90 seconds, athletes." And these athletes here choosing to do the 10 meters.
Beautifully executed.
Some athletes find it more comfortable going up the ramp and then coming down the stairs. Some athletes find it more comfortable going up the stairs and then going down the ramp.
It was not enough, super tiring. 1 minute to workouts.
Remember, these athletes, when they come down,
Lane 3,
they got to head back.
and he makes it.
Lane 6 there, that is Bomb Squad. They got up nicely. Sorry, Pure Fitness Porters. That was lane 6.
She goes 10 meters unbroken.
30 seconds. Comes down again. A lot of these athletes struggling with that unbroken portion. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Come on, Stick. Let's get behind our RX athletes and take these
Right.
obstacles. Let's go. Come on.
Swap out here for the athletes.
DJ, raise that volume.
As we watch these athletes here making their first attempt on these obstacles. Either unbroken obstacle for 6 meters or a full 10 meters unbroken handstand walks. Obviously your 6 meter a little bit shorter, 4 meters shorter. And if you add that up a couple of times, that 6 meters can pay massive dividends in terms of distance. You won't be going as far as your athletes that are doing that 10 meter unbroken walk. A lot of these athletes struggling there. You've got Alzan on your screen right now. Let's see what she can do.
Unlucky lane 2.
And she unfortunately comes down. And that was lane 9, Alzan from Lions Pack coming down.
RX heat number 3, you guys can make your way to the start sheet. RX heat number 3 to the start sheet. And then heat number 2, you should already be there. That's our RX heat number 2. You should already be at the start sheet. RX heat number 3, you guys need to wrap up those warm-ups and start making your way over to the start sheet.
Lane 2 transition from obstacle to a 10 meter unbroken and champs it.
And we call Alzan the smiley because no matter what, she's always smiling.
Set the workout. How to accumulate those points. Ruan making your work time look easy.
45 seconds. Seconds.
Oh, lane 4 missing that 10 meter unbroken mark.
10 seconds.
Lane 2 about to go through for that obstacle. And
3, 2, 1.
over to the next transition.
And we got our next athletes in as we change up here.
Lane 3. And lane 3 straight into it over that obstacle.
Remember, we have the RX Heat number 2 next up, and they were absolutely dominant. The whole entire heat pretty much finished WOD 1. They were the only heat to be as dominant as they were, and getting through those 3 rounds. So let's see if that's going to play fruition here as they do this workout. Are their gymnastics as good as their cardio was in the previous heat, in previous workouts? Lane 1 there, CrossFit PBM. Lane 2, the Bandits.
Lane 1 gets it.
Lane 1 with a beautiful rope climb. Lane 4 now on your screen here, that is CFTV White Buffalo. Lane 2, the Bandits. They get their muscle up. Remember, they sink at the top, so one athlete can wait at the top to get the rep.
90 seconds, athletes, 90 seconds.
And lane number 6 here. That is pure fitness for us. Struggling there with the obstacle on those handstand walks. And 1 minute left for these RX athletes. The first to do it here in South Africa.
Head-to-head battle between lane 2 and 3 with those obstacles.
45 seconds. I haven't seen too many completed reps here in this heat with the handstand walks.
30 seconds.
Lane 4, makes his rope climb. Lane 6, rope climb. Lane 7, about to get it. Lane 3 and 2, still neck on neck.
10 seconds.
10 seconds to go, athletes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Unlucky lane 3, great attempt. Well done, athletes. Beautifully executed all of these obstacle courses. They set the standard as heat 1.
And what a brutal scene that was on the obstacle course with the handstand walks. A lot of the athletes were struggling big time to get through the obstacle, as well as the unbroken 10 meter. So let's see what heat number 2 can do. As mentioned earlier on, this heat dominated WOD 1, and they were definitely the top heat for sure when it came to WOD number 1. Let's see how they do here in WOD number 2. Do you ramp it up?
RXC3 should all be at the start sheet. RXC3 all at the start sheet. Now all athletes to your mats, please. All athletes to your mats. Lane 9. Let's go. Lane 9 to your mats, please.
Judges, we need you, judges. Judges to come floor, please, judges. Judges to the top floor, please, judges. Show. Judges, raise your boards. All right. Okay. Judges, raise your boards, please. Judges, stand by. Athletes, stand by. In 5, 4. And off they go. RX Heat number 2 underway. That's Squad Games, powered by Biogen. Be your best. Heat number 3, you should be at the start sheet. Heat number 3.
We got RX Heats number 2 here. They are on the floor at the moment, and Yandi here placed, I think, 4th or 5th fittest in her team at the semi-finals. And she's in the team with none other than Devin Ramsden and Richard Smith. Strong favorites here at Squad Games. That's lane number 6, Chaos Squad, CrossFit Kyle Army. And some seriously good technique by the men in lane number 6 with the rope climbs. Beautifully done. As we watch them, yeah, in those white t-shirts there, getting those bar muscle ups. Remember, they only have to sink at the top. One athlete can go up ahead, but wait at the top for the sink. Now watch the rope climbs here.
Lane 5 with a pretty scary rope drop.
And our producer just changing over there just a bit too quick. But yeah, great rope climb technique by these two. We're going to see Richard Smith now. He's going to jump onto the ropes now. Look at that nice high knee drive using the legs to pull. He literally got up there in 2 pulls. And down he comes. Beautiful technique. And that's what we want to see from all the athletes.
One minute left. 1 minute. Lane 6 with another obstacle. Lane 7 and 8 beautifully executed.
And here we have it. 2 athletes head to head. Boom. And of course lane 6 as well as lane 7. So Chaos Squad and Lady and the Champs. CrossFit Wanderers and CrossFit Kyle Army going head to head, yeah. And yeah, we have another man getting across unbroken. Beautifully done. And I think that was 2 peas in a pod. Lane number 8. Pack Life. Pack Life also making a huge jump here in terms of the caliber of athletes that they bring to comps. They've been getting better year by year. And it's great to see them here in the RX division competing well in one of the more powerhouse stacked heats here. as we have a changeover here with athlete 2 coming into the fray now. See lane 9 squeezing to get up there, and they get up. They get that rep in. Remember, they got 3 bar muscle ups that they need to get through, and then that rope climb. Lane 7, Lady and the Champs on your screen right now. Trying to work out where the line is, so there she has to head all the way back. She's about half a meter short. Not going to be happy about that. Lane 6, yeah. Chaos Squad still dominating at the moment. Can see the grip there fatiguing just a bit in Richard at the moment. He's yet to come to the handstand walks. Here's Dev Ramsden now. He's on the handstand walks. Easily done. Skips that bottom plate pretty much. And he's across. Full house.
Lane 9 following a code. 1 minute, athletes 1 minute. Oh, lane 9 misses his mark.
Lane 4, MHC 2, Sotis and Aboud. On those bar muscle ups. Oh, unlucky coming down there, lane number 8. I think he hurt his shoulder a little bit there.
30 seconds. Lane 10 following a through. And he makes it. Lane 10 makes it. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And athletes here making the next changeover. Final athlete. And in lane 3, doing some good work there on those bar muscle ups. Remember, they only have to sink at the top. They don't have to sink the full movement. So one athlete will go up, wait a little bit, other athlete catches up. And that's get fit or die trying from Pure Fitness. Getting some views here from the stands.
Oh, unlucky lane 7. Lane 4 and 5 on their rope climb. Well done.
You see all these athletes working hard there.
90 seconds. Come on, lane 10, squeeze it up. Come on, you go, girl. There we go. That's a lane 9, rough that out. Well done. Lane 8 with a beautiful road climb. Lane 6,
1 minute, 1 minute.
What a powerhouse team they have come to represent.
Lane number 10, River Raiders, CrossFit 2 Rivers here in lane 10. And then in lane 9, Tiger Valley Dynamite.
Come on, Lane 2, you can make it. You go, Lane. Go. Well done.
30 seconds.
Alright, so it just misses that one.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And that's time. Alright, athletes. The time of those score sheets.
Beginner heat 1. Beginner heat 1. You guys should be in the warm-up area. Beginner heat number 1. You guys should all be in the warm-up areas. That is our beginners heat number 1.
Alright. Athletes, you may exit the arena. Next heat, let's make your way in. I need another judge on the floor. A volunteer judge, please make your way onto the floor. We need you in lane 2. We need another judge in lane 2, please. Judges in the judge chill area. Alright, athletes, to your start mats. See a couple of nervous faces, specifically ATG. Turn around again. Hello, hi.
Right, all athletes, get to your start mats, please.
Athletes, just remember, you've got to make your way across that blue line. Judges, stand by. Judges, stand by. This is a true skill set workout. How do you accumulate those points? And how are you looking on that leaderboard?
Right, all athletes on your mats, please. Judges, stand by.
Judges, boards, please. Lane 10.
10, 5, 4.
Wait. All right, do we have the clear from the medics? Thank you.
In 5, 4.
Solid work, lane 1. Great work from Bev in lane 6 as he makes his way to the top of the rope climb. To think of it, a year ago he was doing legless.
So keep an eye on a couple of athletes here. You got Josh Kernot. You of course have Bianca from Samson Fitness. Athletes that are pretty good at those handstands.
DJ, let's raise that volume.
And here on your screen, I think that is lane number 3 that just got across the line there. That is doggy style, CrossFit's Cyprium. Lane 5 on your screens here. That is fitness level 2, 2001. Lane 6, Pimp My Stride, Samson Fitness Center. And then just to your right, you see lane 7 and lane 8. Lane 7, 2 tanks and Josh. And then Alyssa, Anna, and Ulf from Plot Box CrossFit. You see Bev there, getting up those rope climbs nicely there. Last year at Samson Fitness, the old Samson Fitness Center, he didn't know how to use his feet and got absolutely destroyed trying to climb those ropes. But since then he's learned how to use those ropes, those legs. And here we have the man on that obstacle now. Let's see if he can get through there. On the ramp now. Beautifully done. Great technique and gripping the sides of the ramp. The man from Samson Fitness here looks like Todd. Just making sure he gets over the line, and he does.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, athletes, you may start behind the white line. You have to start behind the white line.
Beginners, heat number 1. Beginners, heat number 1. Make sure you are in the warm-up area. Beginner heat number 1.
Here's the man, Bev, onto his obstacle now. Oh my word, completely misses it. He heads back. He'll have to reset.
Here in lane 5, the Chalmers brothers, ATG Fitness going head to head.
And struggling with those first few steps. Oh my word.
Lane 6, beautiful rope climb.
Front flip onto the
Lane 9.
ramp. In that situation there, if you don't get your first 2 steps right, it's always good to rather reset, regather yourself, and then go again. Bev deciding there he was just going to go for it. And you're starting to see the fatigue. Just in the background here, you see a lot of fatigue on those bar muscle ups. Some of these athletes struggling to get up now. Beautifully done there by the man on screen. And look at that. Quick little shake out and off he goes. Trying to see what lane that is. It looks like lane number 5. That is fitness level 2001.
Get attention so many times like this. Well done.
We are in lane number 10 now. Lane number 10, reps for days. And that's the team from my gym.
One minute, athletes. 1 minute.
So 1 minute left before they have the change over here of the next athletes. Little spank there. I'd assume they are a couple. And lady on your screen now, trying to go for 10 meters unbroken. That's lane number 3, doggy style, CrossFit Cyprium.
Lane 7, neck, just misses.
Then in lane 4, UJF Wolfpack. And getting across the line there. Beautifully done.
5, very potent.
Lane 7 gets up there, that's Josh.
First player that I see for lane 4.
Bianca in lane 6 getting up. Todd getting up.
Next transition.
Lane number 5, fitness level 2001. They've been doing really well and definitely keeping up with lane 7, 2 tanks and a Josh.
Lane 10 getting his rope climb. Lane 9, well done.
Lane 3, yeah, prepping
Lane 6
himself.
Back on that rope.
That's doggy style.
Lane 1, Fitness Inferno representing as she climbs up. Come on, nearly there. Well done.
And dodgy style here, still having a nice fat chat there with the judge. And up he goes. He's now going 10 meters unbroken. Will he get there? That's the man in lane number 3 from dodgy style. Lane 1, 2, and 3 all battling it out there. T Euros and me, ATG, Domkrach, and then lane 3, of course, dodgy style. They've been a feature here in this heat.
Well done.
90 seconds.
Josh on screen, 5th furthest man in Africa. Don't see him having too many problems here. Hopefully I haven't given him commentator's curse. And he's over.
Lane 1 makes it over.
1 minute.
Lane 9, great synergy.
If you've just tuned in, 3 minutes per athlete for the handstand walks. They can either do 10 meters unbroken or they do 6 meters of obstacles. Then they have 3 bar muscle ups, 1 rope climb.
Lane 9 with another rope climb. Come on, you can get it. Well done.
And that will be those 2 scoring opportunities for them.
30 seconds.
Well done, lane 1. Phenomenal performance. Fitness Inferno, beautifully executed.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, next up we have our beginner heat number 1 after the changeover on the floor. So beginner heat number 1, you guys can make your way over to the start sheet. Beginner heat number 2, you can head on over to the warm-up area.